So I just wanted to give a quick review of the Eclipse bench vise. Uh, so as many others have pointed out, this is recommended by Paul Sellers, who is like a very well known uh, in woodworking. So I am pretty new to woodworking, and this is my first big project. I have this is a heavy duty workbench I made using laminated pine. You need kind of a heavy duty bench because this vise is actually pretty heavy duty. So the one I got is actually a 10-inch vise. I was looking for a 9-inch vise actually because again that should work for most folks. The only reason I got the 10-inch vise is because this was uh, I believe an open box, so it was kind of on a sale, and it was actually cheaper for me compared to a 9-inch vise. So I said, why not? This is like a wonderful vise. The quick release thing is awesome. um, and I am using these the plywood liners. So again, if anyone needs any guidance on this, like Paul Sellers, go for Paul Sellers video. They are awesome. So I have used plywood here, which works perfectly fine. Depending on your budget, you can also use hardwood, which would be awesome too. um, you can also use pine. That's what Paul Seller says. I believe you have to just replace those sooner. By sooner, I mean probably a year or so at least. But for me, like this plywood works perfectly fine. I have used these leather liners, leather to give a good grip using double-sided tape. And I have put on. So here, these are like couple of like shims, I should call it, if that's the right word, um, to attach this liner, and also these being like around 1 inch on each side. It's like increasing the capacity of the vise by another couple of inches. So it's like virtually a 12-inch vise now. I have attached this thing from underneath using like lag screws. Um, which work perfectly fine for this heavy duty vise. So these are like two heavy duty lag screws. I believe 5 by 16 inch. I have to double check that. These are the these are a little bit thinner depending on the size of the hole. And again, there are like couple of lag screws like underneath these that have been sorry, my camera work. So a couple of lag screws underneath these that are like going inside to give it like that extra support. And I have countersunk these liners, and those are hidden there. Also, like this particular like shape, the liner, actually I have also like put in two bolts, nut and bolts here. You can see from this side. Again, countersunk on this side. I put a couple of washers. You can also probably use like just a couple of screws from here, like small screws, but I believe this thing works better. Again, like this is a very good vise. The 9-inch one should work perfectly fine. 10-inch probably better. uh, Again, make sure your workbench is like heavy duty, because this thing is really heavy. You don't want like a heavy duty vise on a light duty bench. So yeah, that's it. This is a wonderful product. Couldn't be happier. I am like eagerly waiting to start my woodworking journey, and I'm really happy with it. Yep.